The iPad lineup is currently in a state of absolute chaos, and at the center of this storm is the long-awaited iPad 12th generation. For months, we have been hearing whispers from the supply chain that Apple was ready to pull the trigger, but here we are in March 2026, and the standard iPad is still the only device in the entire lineup that feels left behind in the previous era of technology. But do not let the current silence fool you, because according to the latest reports from Bloomberg and top industry analysts, the hardware is not just planned, it is actually finished and sitting in warehouses ready for a launch that could happen any day now. We are talking about a massive internal shift that will finally bridge the gap between the budget consumer and the high-end power user. Welcome back to my channel Tech Rivet for exclusive insights into the future of tech. Subscribe my channel. Hit the bell icon for more tech updates. The reason the iPad 12 is the most important release of the year is simple. It is the final piece of the puzzle for Apple Intelligence. Right now, if you want to use Apple's advanced AI features, you're forced to spend significantly more on an iPad Air or an iPad Pro. But the 12th Gen is about to change that by bringing the A18 chip down to the entry-level price point. This is not just a minor speed bump. We are looking at a jump from the aging A16 Bionic to the cutting-edge 3-nanometer architecture of the A18, which means for the first time ever the cheapest tablet in the store will have the same AI processing power as the flagship iPhones. The latest leaks suggest that the design of the iPad 12 will remain familiar, but the internals are being completely overhauled to handle the demands of on-device machine learning. We are hearing reports of a mandatory jump to 8 gigabytes of RAM because Apple Intelligence simply cannot run effectively on anything less. This is a huge win for students and casual users who have been stuck with 4 gigabytes or 6 gigabytes for years, as it means the iPad 12 will finally be a multitasking beast that can handle Stage Manager 2 and complex background tasks without breaking a sweat. While the 10.9-inch Liquid Retina display is expected to stay the same to keep costs down, there are rumors that Apple is working on a new anti-reflective coating to make it more usable in bright sunlight, which has been a major complaint for the 10th and 11th Gen models. Connectivity is also getting a massive boost with the inclusion of the N1 chip, which will bring Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6 support to the budget iPad for the very first time. This ensures that even though you are paying the lowest price possible, you are still getting the fastest wireless speeds available in 2026. One of the most exciting rumors circulating right now concerns the Apple Pencil support. For years, the base iPad has had a confusing relationship with accessories, but leakers suggest the iPad 12 will finally move to full compatibility with the Apple Pencil Pro and the USB-C Pencil exclusively. This would mean no more adapters and no more confusing charging methods, just a seamless magnetic experience that brings the budget iPad closer to the Pro experience than ever before. In terms of cameras, we are expecting the same landscape, 12MP ultra-wide front camera, but with significantly improved image signal processing thanks to the A18 chip. This means your video calls will look sharper and the center stage feature will be more accurate than ever. There is even a wild rumor that Apple might introduce a 512GB storage tier for the first time on the entry-level model to cater to the growing number of people using their iPads for video editing and high-end gaming. The big question everyone is asking is when will it actually drop and how much will it cost? While many expected a March launch, the latest word from Mark Gurman is that Apple is targeting a release window that aligns with the launch of iOS 26.4. which usually lands between April and May. As for the price, Apple is fighting hard to keep the starting point at $349 to remain competitive, but with the cost of the A18 chip and the increase in RAM, some analysts believe we could see a slight bump to $399. Regardless of a $50 increase, the value proposition of getting a full AI-capable iPad for under $400 is going to be impossible to beat. This device is designed to be the ultimate education tool and the most accessible gateway into the Apple ecosystem, and from what we are seeing in the leaks, it is going to be worth every bit of the wait. If you're holding onto an older iPad with a home button, or even an iPad 10, this is the upgrade cycle you've been waiting for. The jump in performance from an A14 or A16 to an A18 is going to feel like night and day, and with the full suite of Apple Intelligence features arriving this year, you will finally be able to experience the future of iPad OS without spending $1,000. As we get closer to the official announcement, the leaks are only going to get more specific, but the consensus is clear: the iPad 12 is the most powerful budget tablet Apple has ever designed. It represents a shift in strategy where Apple is no longer holding back its best software features for the expensive models. They want everyone on the AI train, and the iPad 12 is the ticket for the masses. From the improved thermal management to the potential for new vibrant color options like a deeper midnight blue or a refreshed sunset orange, the iPad 12 is shaping up to be the best-selling tablet of 2026. Stay tuned as we track every single update leading up to the keynote, because this is one launch you do not want to miss.